Yay Media Group.
Hey guys, it's Stephanie.
I'm Trey.
This is your weekly dose of BS.
So Stephanie called me over the weekend and she was like, I have a project for you. And I said, what is that? And then I forgot to do it. So I just did it, just like I did in school last minute. So there's actually a documentary on Netflix or Hulu about this guy. I don't remember what his name is, but his whole thing is he's Lookmaxxing, whatever that means.
Yes.
I had to go look it up. Basically, he's just trying to look his best. I was like, okay, why do we have to give that a term?
Yes. So I said, Trey, I was seeing where some people were putting it into ChatGPT and being like, hey, Lookmaxx me, sending a picture of their face. Like, what can I do to be the absolute hottest, best looking version of myself? Okay. So I said, Trey, do this. I did it. It was very entertaining. I even did it in a bikini and said, okay, body max me, and to see what it would do. And it gave pretty insane things to do. I've been actually doing it. I actually put, okay, this is how crazy I am with ChatGPT. I actually put all of the supplements that I take and all the medicine that I take. And I said, hey, this is what I'm taking. This is my age. This is my goal. What am I missing? And it said, well, first of all, you have the best stack I've ever seen. Because I take like 55 pills. It's like, I don't know what else you could take, bitch. But it gave me a few things I was missing. And I'm like, I love it. So, I mean, like the way I layer my skincare at night, like everything I do with my best friend.
Yeah, also, if you're watching this on video,
yes.
She walked in here and I was like, oh. And she was like, what? Knowing damn well what I was saying what to. It's her hair. It looks fabulous today.
Thank you. I had a date night yesterday, and then I used to do this, and then I kind of got lazy and stopped doing it. But I, since I'm in my Lookmaxxing phase of life, so I have this, this Kerastase. Oh, it's kind of a protein rebuilder. I forget the name of it off the top of my head, but I have extensions too. So I used to put that in every night and then lightly braid my hair. And I did that last night, and it gave me these like kind of nice little waves, if you will. But yeah, so I'm going to start doing that again. But okay.
So what did ChatGPT recommend for your Lookmaxxing?
This is my, and did you give you a rendering?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is my rendering.
Okay, let's see. I mean, I feel like it's pretty much you. Like, chat's like, no notes, you're good.
No, actually, it says that everything is wonderful, but it said that I like my mid face, which makes a lot of sense because I don't do filler. I have a little hollowness in my mid face. Oh. So it said I should do easy gel because I said I hate filler. Like I really do. I'm not like a filler girl. I think a lot of people that do filler, and this is just my opinion. So if you're a big filler person, keep filling your face. It's not mine. I don't care. But for me, I don't like the way it looks on me. I remember I did it 1 year on Housewives, and I looked back and I looked kind of chipmunky in the beginning. Like it just gives you a little bit too much fullness, and I don't want that because it's not how God made me. I just feel like I don't look like myself, and I'm fine with the way the Lord made me. But it said I should do easy gel under my eyes, which I talked to my injector because I was like, okay, I'm going to take you seriously. And then everything else it said I should do, I already do. I was like, you have great skin. And I said, yes, I do microneedling every few months. And it said, I can tell. Pretty much, yes.
Do y'all just talk all day?
Well,
you and your ChatGPT?
I did this the day after microneedling. So it said I was red, and I said, well, I just did microneedling yesterday, and it said, oh, that makes sense. So take that away. So EG gel, and it said my mid-face volume I could work on a little bit. So I said I don't like filler, and it said try easy gel. So I asked my the girl that does my Botox, because I did get my Botox done Tuesday, and I have she hit a, can you tell?
Oh.
She hit
a vein?
A vein or whatever or something, and I knew immediately she bruised me because she had her little assistant. She was like, keep putting pressure. I was like, damn it, I'm going to bruise. And I did, and I literally was like, Travis, I look like, I got into a fight with somebody. But nope, it's just my Botox injector. So anyways, so Easy Gel is where they take your blood, from what I've gathered, and they kind of do something with it, like spin it, take it out, and then they make it like a gel consistency. I've never done this, so I don't know a lot about it. And then they put it under your eye, and it's a slower process to build volume, but it's a more natural, so it's like a little bit more subtle. It also said I could do a little bit in my lips, to like a tiny bit, to give like a more youthful hydration appearance.
I don't think you need that.
I don't know. I'm not a big lip person, so but that's really, whenever
We're like, other than that.
Other than that, but whenever I did it, my hair was pulled back and my roots are dark, right? And I thought I had dark hair, and it said, you should go blonde. It'll make you look more youthful. And then I took my hair down. I said, look at this, bitch.
Rest
and it
assured.
said, oh my God. I cannot believe it. But yeah, let me see if there's anything else. It even told me how to do my makeup. It's very entertaining. But that's kind of what it said. It said, I could do lasers. It says facial balancing, cheek filler, subtle. And then it said, obviously get Botox, collagen, like Sculptra, which I already do. Exosomes, which I already do for my facials. It said I could do a brow shaping or lamination. I don't do that yet. And it said the biggest thing I can do would be PRP under my eyes, a subtle lip filler, and work on my skin quality. That's what it said.
Wow.
Yes.
So how much of this have you already implemented?
I mean, I do a lot of it already, but I'm actually getting my PRP under my eyes tomorrow. Because I asked a girl and she said yes, and I said, okay, let's do it. Let's try it. And she said, okay.
Oh, I'm excited to see how that goes. So it's like filler, but
it's like
more
your
natural
own body. Yeah. So it's a very subtle, which what I do I don't like filler, but I do like the way that and I also have a girl who's incredibly talented, beyond the fact that she and I have a black eye, but she's very, very talented. And she does all the training for Sculptra. And I like Sculptra because it's really great for like the outer, planes, but not really the inner planes. But it does build collagen naturally. So that's what I do naturally. I do a lot of, I really have no time. So I do a lot of stuff, but that's what it told me to do. So I like to focus on my face volume.
Who was that doctor you went to forever ago in LA that was so expensive, but like made you symmetrical?
Oh my gosh, I went to Kim Kardashian's doctor and Dr. Simon Orion.
Yes.
And I went there and I loved everything he did, except what I did not like. And I told Ken's, my injector, I go to Peak Beauty, by the way. So you don't have to, because I probably won't check my messages. So if you ask, Peak Beauty, Dallas, Texas, Ken's is the injector, and KENZ. And what I didn't like is at the time, jawlines were really in like all the rage, because it was like the Kim Kardashian, all the Kardashians had like that very sharp jawline. And I felt like he gave me a jawline that I did not like for my face. I'm not saying I feel like it's just a little too masculine for what I want. And I know some people love a jawline, and jawlines can be, I guess, great because it does pull up your neck, but I just not what I'm looking for. I'd rather just, not have an amazing neck than a sharpest jawline in Texas.
Makes sense.
Right? Do you remember how sharp my jaw, I feel like they gave me a very, I don't know. I felt like my jawline was just like.
Oh, I was just fascinated by he graphed your face and then
oh my God, I was there 3 hours. When I say this man takes his time, I was there 3 hours. And what was great is he always gave me one of the locations for free, and he's very expensive. So whenever I would go, he would do my upper cheek right here. He would do a jawline. He did something a little under my eye that was such a subtle difference, but it really was a pretty difference. But he was so expensive.
I think he has an office in Dallas now.
Dr. Simon Orion? No, I don't think so. If he did, just make sure you have a lot of money before you go. Because I remember back in the day, and this is in housewife days, my bill was $18,000.
Oh, wow.
And now I go in and my bill's a few thousand. It's very different.
Yeah, that's a lot. All right, we're going to take a break real quick, but when we get back, we will talk about what's wrong with my face. Okay, so here's what ChatGPT said about me.
First of all, give me your before and after. Did they give you a rendering?
Oh yeah. This is what it says I could look like.
Let me see. Oh, jeez. Trey, let me see that again, Trey.
Wait, hold on. I'm going to turn my brightness up.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
You look so hot.
That's me.
Yes. Okay.
So this is spot on. It said, you already have a strong foundation to work with. I do. My strengths, I have a symmetrical face. I have good eye color and eye spacing. I have thick hair with decent density, strong skin quality overall, a strong jawline structure that becomes more prominent with lower body fat, and a beard growing pattern is good and frames my face well. If money truly is no object and the goal is to maximize attractiveness, I'd focus on the highest return improvements first. Tier 1. The biggest impact is going to be getting leaner. Well, duh. So this is your single biggest upgrade. Right, bitch. What do you...
He's been trying to lose weight for 4 years. This is also, do not put you, you look amazing. I just don't know if
well, here's where she starts to get
much leaner.
Here's where she starts to get rude. She said, from your face, I would guess that you're carrying enough body fat that another 10 to 20 pounds of fat would dramatically improve your facial definition. That's rude. So my target is to be between 10 to 12% body fat, a visible jawline separation, more cheekbone projection, and less fullness under the chin and lower face. Fuck off. So this alone could move you from attractive to noticeably striking.
Wow.
Well, I don't know if you're aware. I'm already striking enough. Then it said, well, I took my hat off and took this photo, so it was like, go see a hairstylist. Right. Thank you. We're just going to not even count that.
Did you ask it how old it thought you were?
No, I don't want to.
Do it.
What did yours say?
Between 38 and 43. But it said if I do those things, I would look much younger. And it was shaved 3 to 4 years off. I said, bitch, say no more.
Number 3 was beard optimization. It said your beard is helping, but it could be sharper. It said I'd keep it shorter, define cheek lines, raise the neckline a little bit, and fade the sideburns into the haircut. It said current beard equals friendly. Optimized beard equals masculine and expensive.
Ooh, okay, that's what you're going for.
And then it recommended on tier 2, we do some aesthetic medicine. It said I should do Botox. I should get on a skin program. I do
agree with that, but I think you have such.
I don't think I need
Botox yet. No,
that's my dermatologist, and I'm like, should I do it? And she's like, not yet.
No,
she's like, once you start, you can't stop. I wouldn't do it yet.
But I do think a good skincare regimen. I can help you.
So it says in the morning, I should do vitamin C, a moisturizer, and an SPF 50. Mm-hmm. At night, I should do Terratin.
Oh, huh?
Terratin?
Tretinoid?
Yes, that one.
Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's
what is that?
Good, yeah.
What is that?
It's kind of like a retinol. It's cellular.
And then a
turnover.
moisturizer.
Uh-huh.
Then monthly, I should be doing hydrofacials and light laser treatments.
Yes.
It says I should do Invisalign, but I'm already doing Invisalign. Then tier 3 is physique. That's where it gets rude again.
How does it? He doesn't even know what your body looks like.
I know, which is why I'm just like, calm down, lady. It says I should build tailored suit shoulders. Your face would benefit from more upper body width. What?
Oh, okay. So it's saying
I should focus on lateral delts, upper chest, and back width.
Yeah, it wants you to have more of a muscular upper, like a top. And how it doesn't know you have that even in your t-shirt.
Right.
Yes.
Crazy. And then it says I would benefit from a facial balancing consultation. It said, I don't see anything that screams needs filler, but if you pursued injectables, I'd be conservative with jawline enhancements only and avoid overfilled cheeks and lips.
Okay, now get on there and say, how old do I look? Because it has no idea your age. Maybe it does.
How old do I look?
Because I think you have a very youthful face.
No, I feel like I've always looked older than I am. Based on this photo alone, I guess that you're mid-30s, probably 32 to 36. I'm 30. So, yeah.
Okay, so I also did this in a bikini, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, because I was real bored, okay? And I said, body max me. When I say...
Now, let me just say that had hers given her results that she was not happy with, she would never have called me and told me to do this. And I'm now realizing how this... They must have said you're like 28.
Oh, no. It didn't tell me how old my body looked because it knows how big I am. How old I am. But so I took a picture of myself in a bikini, right? Mm-hmm. And then they told me before, this is what I can do. Tighter waist and a flatter lower belly. I had 2 kids, so these are the pictures. I'll show you the pictures straight. Okay, they think my glutes, I told you I have a big booty, and everyone at one point thought that I had
a BBL.
BBL, which is so rude. It says that I can work on my BBL by making it rounder, lifted glutes. It says I really will get the most bang for my buck in my upper shelf. And you know what? I started working on my upper shelf at the gym because now I'm very worried. They said I could have better hamstring definition. They say in the front of my legs I don't need to work on as much because they're much more defined and prominent than like the back of my legs. I said, that makes sense because that's what I see. So that's what I focus on. It says I could have improved posture and shoulder alignment. So Trey, I'm going to show you
this photo.
My befores. My befores are the first 3, okay?
Okay.
And then my afters. And tell me what you notice that stands out because I was dying with. And this is what I could look like after a month. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So this is the first set is me before.
Okay.
Okay. And I just got a laser, so my face looks a little crazy. My afters. What sticks out the most to you?
I think it brought your waist in a little bit.
Uh-huh. Look at my before booty versus my after booty. They made me look like J-Lo.
Oh, they made it bigger.
Yes. Anyway, I would never thought that they would think I need a bigger butt, but here we are. I look like Stalo. But yeah, they brought my waist in a little bit. Pretty much. Like things that I knew. Like I knew that. Like I need. I gained all of my weight probably in my lower half. Mm-hmm. So they were like, "Oh yeah, work on your lower half." I was like, "Of course," but I didn't realize like how, I guess, quad dominant I am. So they were like, "Work less on." And I like this machine. I love that little machine that you just kick your legs up. You know what I'm saying? You set. That's one of my favorite machines.
Yeah.
But yeah, they told me to do a lot of straight leg kickbacks because that works your upper shelf. And they also gave me like a whole list of things I should be doing every week. And they said I should be doing legs 3 times a week.
Oh.
To get visible results. And that I need to like really eat clean and cut back my carbs.
Good for you.
Yes.
Well, that's how we look our prettiest.
Yeah.
We have to take a break real quick. We'll be right back. All right, so this past week, I went with Stephanie to go see her house. I have not seen it since they started demo, and it made me feel so much better about my situation.
Glad I could do that for you.
Because I walked in her house, and when I tell you the only thing that she has kept is the exterior shell. That thing is, at this point, it would have been cheaper to just fully knock the thing down and rebuild it.
I don't know because then you have to rebuild the shell too. I don't know. I don't hate the outside of the house.
No, the outside. I mean, the home was beautiful before, but she took this thing down to the studs.
We did. So what happened was Travis and I, we were like, we need to remodel. We had a lot of damage on our hardwoods. We had we had multiple. Oh goodness! What we were doing is we were kind of adding things as we needed. So, we have tons of different air conditionings and water heaters, and not all the water heaters from the original owner were tankless. Mm-hmm. So, and we travel a lot. So a lot of times we would have things that were malfunctioning. A lot of times when we were out of town, unfortunately, we had a lot of water damage on the hardwoods. Well, Trey knows this. And also like from the ceiling, that just from like,
well, because also, mind you, they live on a creek, so there's a lot of moisture just in general. There's also a pool under the living room, and there's they ripped up the floors, and you got like a 3-foot drop in your crawl space because that's where all your pool equipment is.
Yeah.
So down there is also a lot of moisture that's trapped. And
oh yeah, the crawl space is horrific when you see it in person. I'm like, oh my God, the animals that live under here, I'm sure. And then, so we needed to redo a lot, and we've just been setting on it. Like we've literally been setting on, I mean, so much water damage that like some of our wood like doors in our closet like had warped, like where my coffee maker was. So we've just kind of been sitting on this damage, knowing we need to fix it, but we've also wanted to remodel. So Travis was like, I hate to to spend the money to fix something, just
rip it out
to rip it out and do it again. So anyways, we then moved into our Montana house, kind of at the same time. And when we went there, we realized this house is so much nicer than the house that we actually live in 95% of the time. And it's everything that we want. Like it's much more our vibe than this house. This house we just kind of bought we bought it like 40 cents on the dollar. And we put money into it, but we didn't put a lot of money into it. We kind of like did things so we could live in it as a family, because it was a very single person. It was a very large home, but very much built for a single person. So we got with this amazing designer. We looked at some different designers, and there was one that I was like, and I really had thought for a long time just to bring our Montana designer to Dallas, because I loved everything she did in Montana. And I was like, but then I realized the reason I liked her so much is because she was on the job site all the time, and she kind of took all that pressure off of us and made sure that everything was looking good, and she couldn't do that. So I hired this guy who's insanely talented. I think this house is going to be nicer than the Montana house.
Well, they're two different vibes.
They are.
Which is good.
But I feel like this one is more expensive, I think, is going to be more. But this one, I think, feels more sophisticated than the Montana house. Don't you think?
Agree.
I think it's a very,
well, in Montana, you'll have so many windows. And this house has a lot of windows, too. But you have all those windows to play off of the snow and the nature.
Yeah.
This one's, it's going to feel warmer. I feel like that one's a little more, like, cool.
Yeah.
Like, tone-wise.
Yeah. And this one's, like, very, but I wanted something very timeless, because what I've noticed is we've redone a ton of homes. Travis and I have moved a lot. We've redone homes. And I was telling our current designer, I was like, I feel like you always want to, I'm always redoing a home like every 8 to 10 years. Like it just feels kind of dated. And so I'm going to do this. And he was like, Stephanie, but you shouldn't. If you do something more timeless and not something so trendy, like in the now, it should last you as good as it depends on how you are to your things. Like if you guys don't throw huge parties here, if you guys are, if you take care of something and it's timeless, it should last you forever. He was like, but if you do something very trendy, which before our cabinets were like this soft gray, which was very trendy, I believe, like in 2008, or when did we buy that house? Whatever time. 2017. So I think in 2017, like these like grays and muted, like they were very, I remember at one point the designer was like, oh, we should do the floor. I think the gray floors were like really in style. So we are redoing it. And whenever we just got into it, there was so much like that we wanted to change. And it was like, if you change one thing, it's like you need to change the other thing. And it's going to be amazing. Trey saw all the renderings.
It's going to be amazing. It's going to be so it's gonna be really expensive. I was like,
it's gonna be so expensive. I sat there literally I was there for 3 hours. Trey came with me for a little bit, just cutting the budget. I was like, listen, I like a fireplace. I was like, all 3 stones don't look that much different to me. Let's do the cheaper.
That was the funniest thing to me, because it was like that scene in The Devil Wears Prada where they're holding up belts. They're like, gosh, they're so different. And they weren't. Like he had 3 stones and they were all the exact same stone, but they were like different quality. But the price difference was like in the tens of thousands of dollars.
It was like, I'll save.
And
save
he was
20.
like, I don't know what we do. And I was like, I can tell you exactly what Travis Hollman's the cheapest one.
I was like, listen, and also like I always have to think where I put my value, like what's important to me is like furniture. Like furniture is very important, like pieces of furniture, but like a fireplace stone, if it looks pretty much the exact same, like who's going to
Same
tell
impact.
the difference, especially on a room that is going to be much of a family room than anything else. So Trey and I were like, he was like, I don't know which one. I was like, oh yeah, the 100%, this one's going to be the one. We don't even need to show my husband the other two. Like, this is the one.
I was like, if you give him all three options, you're wasting your time. Like, he's not. It's the cheap one.
It's
the
that
cheaper
one right there. Yeah.
Yeah. We were staring at this estimate that was hundreds of thousands of dollars and trying to figure out where to cut. And I think they cut a hand shower that was like $600. They're like, whew. Okay. We saved $600. I was like, okay.
But that was you saw the cutting budget of our. What was the budget that you looked at?
That was for like the fixture, like the bathroom fixtures, like all the faucets and the shower heads
toilets,
and
things like that. So I forget what it's called, but it's like all that, like all the faucets, that stuff.
There was something he was looking to cut for a cheaper toilet. And Stephanie was like, sir, that is where I spend my time. It's like, if we're going to invest somewhere, it's going to be on that throne.
Like, give me one good toilet. All I need is one good toilet. I don't need a bunch of good toilets, but one good toilet. But I mean, we really had, that was like the faucet thing that had really cut back because but they were still beautiful, but we had like a very incredibly expensive, and I knew the flooring and everything else was going to be expensive. So I was like, listen, I have to, faucets are the last important thing to me. So, but we did cut that back. I think we got to Travis's number. Travis had a number that we had to hit. I think we're 5,000 over it, but I said, listen, I'll take the fall. But next is flooring. Trey went through all the flooring options.
There was a floor that he pulled out. He sat on the table and he said, it is, I'll just tell you, it was $360 a square foot.
And I said,
we were like, don't even show Travis that.
No,
that's going to be, that will be the last day that you are on our sir. Like, that's not going to work.
It's like, listen.
Also, flooring should never cost, what?
Yeah, it's insane.
How?
It is insane. It was insane. It was like this really cool mosaic, but not cool enough to get it. But I felt like we did flooring. What do you think of the flooring? Because I was telling Trey, I like the way that he does flooring because we do have a lot of hardwood, but every room is an experience, which I love. Like a hallway is not just a hallway, which most homes it is. And every home I've ever had, a hallway was just a hallway. And I like that he makes it an experience.
Every room kind of has its own theme and story. Everything matches somewhat, but is also different. So it all really ties in together well, but every room is its own experience, which I very much walked into this meeting knowing that this is going to be exactly like when Stephanie had a trainer at Equinox and I was 20 feet behind her doing the exact same workouts. I was like, I'm going to take everything I learned in this meeting and then go home and apply it to my remodel.
Yeah, so what did you take?
And it more so just reassured that what I wanted to do, I'm going to do.
Okay, so what did you take away that you liked?
That every room, they don't all have to be the same. Every room really, they all have bold color choices, but it's not overwhelming.
Yeah, it just needs to complement each other.
Yeah.
Like the colors just need to complement each other. But also I like we have hardwoods and we have stone, but our hardwoods are not the same in every room. Like some of them are plain, some of them are just plain
color,
but they're the same color but different patterns. We have chevron, I think, in our formal dining room, and then we have this really cool wooden. I don't even know what it's called.
It's like a parquet.
Parquet floor.
Really
we have a parquet
pretty
floor in the bar area. So even our hardwoods aren't the same throughout. They're a little different. Anyways, I've learned a lot from this guy because I think he's the most talented designer I've ever worked with. And I thought our Montana girl was talented. I think this guy is more talented, but he's very expensive.
I think he's nervous to talk to Travis about how much this is going to cost.
Yes, I was like, he goes to me first. And then I told Travis, I said, you are so welcome. I sat there and pretty much said, no. I told him what, I know you. I've been married for so long. And then Trey left before we got to the furniture budget. And I shaved a crap ton off of that. Because I was like, what are the most important things? I said, listen, this is what he is going to die with this number. I said, if it makes me uncomfortable, it's going to make him very, he's not going to sleep. So I said, let's go through every ounce of furniture and figure out what is the most important to you, right? And we did that. And I said, okay, well, like these.
Did we cut it in half? Like the number?
No, but like probably we shaved like 35%.
Okay.
So that's how big it was. We shaved. I think we were able to shave like 35%, but to the point where I was like, listen, my kids' rooms. I love my children, but by the time we move in here, Chance is going to have 1 year left in school, and Cruz is going to have 3. Like that, those rooms, I don't want to spend a lot. Like I don't need custom made beds for their rooms. I just get something from like wherever. I don't care.
Something they can turn into a guest room.
Yeah. And I was like, thank God, one of the rooms is still going to be a gym because that's one room we don't have to furnish. But
saving money again.
I mean, it's expensive. It really is. It's expensive.
Yeah.
It is expensive. So
it's going to be great though when it's done, but
yeah,
boy,
it's
is
expensive.
Oh,
yeah. Trey, did you almost die? Yeah.
He showed us, he had his assistant calculate the flooring number and brought it over, and he was like, where do you think it needs to be? And I was like, half that. Like, and if I'm saying that, then Travis is going to take what I just said in half and half it again. Like, whoa. Yeah, but it's going to be great.
Yeah.
I'm just really excited to see you in there in 14 months.
Well, I just need you to come to our next meeting with Travis, which is next week, because I'm very concerned. It's so uncomfortable.
Listen, I told this because this man was like, how do I talk to Travis? And I said, listen, his message will always be right. His delivery will probably be wrong. He will not mean to hurt your feelings, but he probably will.
Yeah.
And you just need to not take it personal and just keep going. Like, but also like show him where you're compromising and show him like what's important.
Yes.
Like we can't die on every hill. And I think it's also hard whenever you're like, it's like his art.
Yeah, so
this
for
is
him,
a form of art.
whenever
So like
he compromises,
every piece is important.
Yeah, like he's like, if you move one piece, it shifts everything.
Yeah.
Right? And I get that, but I'm like, But Travis even said last night, he's like, listen, the bar stools are not, we're going to have to do something. And I love the bar stools. And I'm like, but he's like, I want to back to my bar stools. I want it to be comfortable. And I said, I
feel
understand.
that, yeah. And there are certain rooms that I think should be more expensive than others. Like I think the bar room is really important to Travis, so that's where you can spend a little more money.
The kitchen
I
is
think
important.
the kitchen's very important. The bathrooms are important, but like the kids' rooms are not as important. I think the back game room, like TV room, is not as important. But if you're doing expensive floors, we don't need to do an expensive rug.
Yeah.
Like.
Yes.
I just kept thinking about that scene in season 1 where he was like, why are we putting carpet on carpet?
Yeah.
Like, that's what I was thinking as we were in this meeting. Like, that's where his head's going to go. Like, this needs to make sense.
Yeah, I agree.
But it's going to be really cool.
Yes, it's going to be cool. And you know what? We're supposed to be in, people are asking August. August, not this August, but next August. So we'll see if it happens.
I hope you're in this August.
There's no way. Oh my gosh. Well, at that, thank you guys so much for listening and supporting. You can follow me at Steph Hollman on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok.
You can follow me at Trey_Stewart. You can follow our podcast at BS the Podcast. And you can watch us on YouTube at Weekly Dose of BS.
Bye.
Bye.
Yay Media Group.